Hey everybody, from the Math Tutor here with the Daily SAT Challenge, Saturday, May 23rd, 2026. So we got a company's profit. It's modeled by some quadratic equation. And then another model is modeled by a linear equation, where k is some constant. And then it says the two models predict the same profit for exactly one x value. All right, all they're saying is that when you graph this and you have the parabola and the line and the parabola intersect at exactly 1 point. All right, that's all this is saying. Now, we could set them equal to each other, get everything one side to use the discriminant. The discriminant is extremely important, but I'm not going to do that this one, because the way that I want to do this one is, since it's multiple choice and there is only one constant, actually, I'm going to change my mind, because it wants the value of x. Okay, so I was thinking they were asking for the value of k, and then I could have used, okay, so I am going to use the discriminant. So I changed my mind there. So we get 9x plus a, and the reason is because I don't want to have to try to find k. These are not values of k, so I don't want to have to do Desmos and just guess and check. I want to have specific values. You're not saying you can't do it that way, just the way that I don't want to do it that way. So what I'm going to do is bring everything to one side. I'm actually going to choose to bring everything to the left side. So my x squared is positive. So I get 2x squared. 9x minus 25x is negative 16x plus k plus 10 equals 0. And what we know is, hopefully, when we want there to be one solution to a quadratic, which is what we have here, then b squared minus 4ac has to equal 0. So I'm just going to solve this. So b squared, b is negative 16, and 16 squared is 256. Now 4 times a is 8, and c is this whole constant, k plus 10. So I get k plus 10 equals 0. And then I'm just going to solve this for k. So 256 equals, I'm going to add this over, 8 times k plus 10. 256 divided by 8, I probably should know that, but I'm just going to do it. So 32 equals k plus 10. Now I'm going to stop because k clearly has to be 22. All right, so again, if these were values, oh, and I just made the mistake. I'm glad I said that. Okay, so now that we have k equal to, actually, let me do this. All right, so bear with me here. So I made the mistake that I just told everybody else not to make. That is the value of k. All right, so k is 22. I want to find the value of x that they actually intersect at. So now is when I'm going to hop over to Desmos. I'm going to put in the negative 2x squared plus 25x minus 10. And then I'm going to put in the 9x plus 22. And then I'm going to find that intersection point by just clicking there. And then it's saying that it intersects at 4, 58. So it was the x coordinate, which is 4. So then I go back here, and the answer is actually 4. So I'm glad I kind of worked through that to kind of show you. I didn't plan that. I actually made a mistake, which happens, right? So the idea is, if they asked us for the value of k, then, and it turned out to be one of those answers, so we probably would have found it, but we might have given 22 as the answer. All right, either way, the discriminant is super important. I would choose Desmos if they were asking us for the specific constant, and I could just plug the 4 in. Other than that, I don't want to take a chance that it is one of the 4. But the reality is they asked for the value of x, not the value of k. So use the discriminant to get k, and then don't make the mistake I did and choose that answer. Go to Desmos to find the actual intersection once you know k. All right, hope that helped.